Hey foodies, thanks for watching. I want to make a peach crostata because I love peaches and they smell so good, and what a perfect time to make a peach crostata. This was originally aired in the LCBO's Food and Drink magazine in September of 2014, and I thought, you know what? It's time to resurrect this recipe and put it together. So I want to start with some peaches, obviously. You want to slice them all. And I am just slicing them just like this. And I'm just doing nice, pretty thin slices. And then I'm going to go around the halfway point, and then I just twist, and they all come off and apart. There we go. So to that, I want to add my vanilla and a little pinch of cinnamon and some brown sugar, some all-purpose gluten-free flour, and just a pinch of salt. And I'm going to mix that up. I'll probably use my hands. Oh, that looks great. Oh, that looks lovely. And I'm just going to set that aside. So next we want to make the pastry. And I always use a mixer or a bowl, and I thought, you know what? Let's make it without a bowl or a mixer. Let's just do it on the counter and see how it goes. So I want to start by putting my flour, my salt, and I'm going to mix that up with my hands. Okay, and I'm going to make a little well, just like you're making a pasta. And I'm going to put in my sugar, and I'm going to crack 2 eggs, and I'm going to make sure that I have no shells in my egg. So that one looks good. And crack another one. And that one looks good. And I'm going to just mix the egg into the sugar a little bit. This is kind of fun. And I want to take some really cold butter now. I'm going to mix that in. Okay. And I just want to start mixing it all up, breaking the butter up into little pieces. I want to try not to like crunch it all up in my hands because I don't really want to warm the butter up. And the nice thing with using gluten-free all-purpose flour is you don't have to worry about it getting tough. And that's just what's really nice about it. And I find Frankie's gluten-free all-purpose flour just tastes really good. Oh, it's coming together really nicely. A little tiny bit of warmth from my hands is helping it come together a bit easier. But again, you don't want to heat it up too much or you're going to have to refrigerate it. And I'm trying to get this to work so that I don't actually have to refrigerate it. I think I'm going to scrape my counter, get all the little bits. That's looking really nicely put together. Oh, that's beautiful looking pastry. Okay. I would say that looks amazing. So I don't need all of this pastry. I'm going to cut a portion of this off, and I'm going to save it for like a butter tart or just something else that I want to put in with it, and I'm going to wrap it up and put it in the fridge later. Okay, so I want to just lightly flour my surface just to get a little bit more. There we go. Oh, that's such a beautiful looking pastry. Okay, I'm going to add a bit more flour. And a little bit more there. I'm going to roll this out to about 3 millimeters or so, which is about 1/4 inch in thickness. I'm trying to keep a nice round pastry. Oh, I just tore it a little bit. That's all right, I can repair it. I'll just stick that on there. Bit more flour under there, bit more flour under there. Okay, and we'll just roll it out. That looks beautiful. Okay, and I'm going to fold this up. And I've got a cookie sheet here. And I'm just going to set the whole thing onto the cookie sheet and unroll it. And I've also put parchment paper down because it's important that you don't want anything to stick. Okay, I think that looks really nice. Now we want to take our peaches and just pour it right into the middle, like so, making sure you get all of that good juice. Look at that. And then I want to roll, well, not roll, fold up the peaches. I don't need that pastry there. There we go. That looks nice. That looks beautiful. I'll take off that little piece of pastry there. And that looks a little thick there. Just more pastry for butter tarts, I guess. And then I want to take a little bit of heavy cream, and I'm just going to brush the walls. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit right on it. There, we'll put the rest on. There we go. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of coarse sugar right on the pastry itself. And this is going to go into a preheated oven of 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until it's golden brown. See you in a moment. This looks amazing. I can't wait to try it. You can see the crust is nice and firm on it. It took about 25 minutes in my oven. So, I mean, keep an eye on it because everybody's oven is different and you want to make sure it's bubbling a little bit and it's hot and it's browned. I didn't want it to overly brown, so that's why I pulled it out when I did. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I want to see if I can, I don't know if I can slide it off. Oh, I can. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to get a knife. Just cut that little bit of spill over. There we go. And I wanted to slide it right onto the counter. Oh, that looks, oh, it smells so good. So let's cut into it and see what it looks like. Cuts really nicely. Oh, look at that nice pastry. Let's look at the bottom of it. Yeah, the pastry looks beautifully baked. I was thinking 425 was a little on the hot side, but it's cooking the bottom really nicely. So you've got a nice brown bottom. You don't have to worry about a soggy bottom when you're doing the pastry. And oh, it smells so good. I can't wait. I've got a little bit of whipped cream because, I mean, we brushed it with some whipped cream. So let's have a little bit more because you can really have you can't have too much whipped cream, really. Okay. Okay, and let's dig into this. Mmm. Oh, it's like a little slice of summer. It's so nice. If you're looking for the recipe, you can visit glutenfreeguy.ca. You can also follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Instagram. And look for next week when I'm making this. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Wash my hands. Get the goo off my hands.